In the Straits of Bab-el Mandeb, in Yemeni territorial waters, international maritime law cannot be ignored. The Casabianca, used to operating stealthily beneath the waves, is now forced to surface. One of France's nuclear attack submarines, the Casabianca is operating in an area laden with historical connotations. This is the zone where the Limburg was struck by a suicide torpedo boat in 2002. Just over there is Aden, where the USS Cole was attacked by a kamikaze boat in 2000. We're in a very sensitive zone, where we are not welcomed by everyone. As nuclear-powered vessels are of such tactical value and such tempting targets, we need to be escorted through these kinds of zones, so we can ensure that we are ready to face any kind of assault. For this risky passage between the Red Sea and the Indian Ocean, the Casabianca is to be escorted by the French Navy frigate, the Duplex. Once safely through, the Casabianca's mission? Rendezvous with the Charles de Gaulle fleet to stiffen its defense network in the Gulf of Oman. Fasten hatches, final periscope check, the submarine floods its ballasts and readies to dive. The crew is at action stations. When a sub dives, nothing is left to chance.
Depth 150!
The Casabianca is one of France's 6 nuclear attack subs. At 70 meters long, she's probably one of the smallest craft of her type in the world. 3 showers, 3 toilets, all for a crew of 70. Cramped living quarters is the norm. Space is such a prime commodity that anywhere can double as a seaman's cabin, even above or below the torpedoes. After a while, you don't even think about it. You get used to it. Hatch, airlock, hatch again. Direction the submarine's heart, the engine room, a mini nuclear reactor. Here, we're right next to the reactor. We're just a couple of meters away from the nuclear core. This is the hottest spot in the sub. Designed in the 1970s, the Casabianca's engine is identical to France's record-breaking TGV train and allows a top operational dive speed of more than 20 knots. During a mission, the crew breaks its day into shifts, 6 hours on duty, 6 hours off, allowing the time to share a meal in the communal mess room. I like to think of myself as the bringer of good news. If the crew doesn't eat well, it has a negative effect on their morale and their mental state. And once they get back to their posts, in front of their screens, they can't function properly if they haven't eaten well. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and the Casabianca has had to surface. Of the 6 ships identified and contacted, only 3 have responded. Friend or foe, the others remain enigmatically silent in the night. The tension mounts. By the light of morning, however, all seems to be clear, and the mission can continue. For now, the Charles de Gaulle remains on alert in the Indian Ocean, and the Casabianca remains its last line of defense.